Welcome, guys, to another episode of Amonos with Ricky Novea. This is episode 22. It's fucking Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Had a show yesterday at the private suite. Shout out to Mac Dino for having me, and it was a fucking pretty good turnout, man. I feel like I did really good. I redeemed myself because I fucking ate a bag of dicks at the Ontario Improv for the roast. I had one good joke, and then the rest fucking bombed. I'm sorry, James Jablonski, for failing you, but it's okay, dude. You know what? I'm motivated to do that shit again, redeem myself, and hey, you know, sometimes in life you're not always gonna hit home runs. It was a bad night for me, and I just want to come back stronger. And you know, it just fucking happens, dude. It is Sunday, the 11th of August, and you know this shit will be out for you tomorrow, all right, in the morning. And I have a special guest, dude. This guy, I seen him do his stand-up for the first time back at the Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower, and to see him grow and see how he's been doing has been fucking awesome. We're going to be on a show together for Noches de Risa with Foras at Paramount at Horchateria, August 31st. And just welcome Willy M.R.
Thank you. How are you doing, Ricky?
Good. How about you, buddy? How are you?
Good.
I'm glad you came out. I'm glad you didn't get lost.
I kind of did, but I figured my way back out.
Nice.
There's a construction site. That's how I get to places. Cause I'm like,
you're like, hey, I know these guys.
I know these fucking guys.
Let me see. Any shows that you had recently?
No, not really. Not recently. I've been pretty chill lately.
You have to put it closer to your mouth.
I've been pretty chill lately.
Pretty chill?
Yeah. Just been writing in Spanish, dude.
Let's talk about that real quick. So I know, obviously, your first language is Spanish, but like, from doing stand up in English to Spanish, how do you feel? Are some of the difficulties that you've had?
I feel writing, dude. Like you said, Spanish is my first language, dude. But like, the whole concept of going up there and like structure of a joke is totally different. Like puedo cotorrear con mis camaradas, güey.
Yeah, it's different. It's
dude.
different when you're fucking around with your homies in Spanish and stuff, you know, diciendo desmadre and stuff. But then like having to actually structure stuff it can be pretty difficult at times, man. But
and I know you were talking earlier, and you say you have that the same problem because te vale español. You're like, oh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially because like I feel like it depends on what I'm talking Spanish to, where it can come out more like the flow of it comes out better, and then when it's like strangers, it's like fuck, dude. You know, like they're gonna make fun of me, dude. They're gonna correct me and shit. You know.
That would happen to me in English, dude. Like, whenever I used to speak English to like the whites,
the whites,
like, dude, I'll be like, what the fuck? Me salía lo paisa as fuck, and I'll forget. Like, but I get it. It's just. I don't know. Did you ever feel like you were like ni de aquí ni de allá, güey? Like with your Spanish or English?
Oh, dog. Yeah, I remember in elementary school, I used to get made fun of, right? Because I would be like, "Hey, Tommy, can you come to my house today?" And they'll be like, "Dude, you need to go to speech." But I never knew, you know. I thought I was asking correctly, you know. Mm-hmm. I never knew that I had an accent, dick. So, so like when I was in the ESL classes in elementary school.
Oh, you were an ESL kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, East Side.
And fucking East
Side local.
East Side Latino. But yeah, fool, like I there was a time where I'm like, I didn't want to speak Spanish, and my tía that's from Argentina, she's like, "Che, ¿cómo quieres que no quieres hablar español? Che, tienes que saber hablar español.
Che, boludo, decir una cosa, boludo."
And I was just like, you don't know, they fucking bullied me at school for my fucking accent, man.
Nah, with me it was like, I was always called a wetback because I always. No, it was true, dude. Like, and it was crazy because I was like, wait a minute, you look more Mexican than I do, motherfucker.
Dude, you know what's crazy? The first time I heard a wetback, I think I was like 4 years old, fool. And I was walking with my dad, I think, to the liquor store, to the market, and it was some fucking drunk ass fool on a bike, a white guy. Uh-huh. And he tells my dad, "You fucking wetback," and my dad just laughed, you know. And my dad, I'm like, "What did he tell you?" He said, "Nada, mijo, nada." I'm like, "No, he said wetback." I'm like, "What is that?" But he didn't tell me, but I didn't know that shit was racist. You know, at the time, it was like, oh, my dad's a hard worker, you know?
Like I grew up in the 90s, fucking East LA, dude. And, like, by the 90s, like, I was ESL kid. Like, I would literally go, like, months without speaking English, dude. And then by the 90s, like the Mexican community or Latino communities, mostly the Mexican community, was pretty established to the point like we had our own radio stations, we had our own shows. So like I wouldn't consume any like.
That was El Cucuy, no? The
yeah.
The Cucuy was one of them. I remember that. I remember my baby.
That was my favorite show, dude. Growing up, man.
I just remember that one because fucking my babysitter at the time would always listen to that shit.
¿Cómo te gustaría llamar en esta vida? And then people will call and they'll be like, I've been in the closet. And
yeah, bro. Like, I don't remember all that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my favorite show.
I remember that one was badass. But I remember more Durazno y la Chocolata because that's the one that I was a little older and
you actually understand that?
I understood some of the stuff they would say because I was on the way.
No, y luego le va a la América, güey.
Dude, let's not get started with that. But yeah, I remember it because I would have to go to work with my parents at the fucking warehouse, and like on the way they would fucking listen to that shit.
I remember listening to that, and then after a little bit, like I was a big Que Buena guy, dude, because I really love corridos. So
is that
Que Buena, like in the morning it was in the afternoon it was like Carnalillo, and then in the morning it was
there's
like
another
El Melón, Don Cheto, and all that.
Oh, Don Cheto, I remember Don Cheto. There's one more food that I remember too. It's not El Cucuy. It was not El Cucuy. It was another food. He was kind of like young. He had some like bushy ass eyebrows. I don't remember his name though, but that was another fucking radio station that was pretty popping back in the day.
El Mandril?
No me acuerdo, güey. No me acuerdo su nombre. But remember fucking Tito from fucking Power 106, dog?
Kind of. I wasn't a big Power 106.
Number one.
I wasn't a big Power 106. Because I grew up like, so, like, just listening to music, dude. Like, that's all I listen to. Because of soccer, like, and then I remember we used to play soccer and they used to call us wetbacks, dude. We used to play soccer like we didn't have our own fields back then, so we had to play like on baseball fields and shit.
That's crazy because I think the only time I've ever had like a racist like thing happen,
but it was never the whites, by the way.
no, who was it?
Dude, it was like raza.
It was raza. That's
like
crazy.
Pochos, way. Like,
that's crazy. We had I think it was like Los Alamitos or some shit like that, or Garden Grove. The time that I was playing in AYSO, they had said some racist shit to us too, but we didn't know. I remember just the coach being pissed, and he's like, "We gotta beat these motherfuckers. We're not gonna let these people come over and say shit about us like that." But we were like, "What do they say?" And like, "You guys don't even want to know, but we need to fucking beat this team." And Dick, it was such a badass fucking game, bro. And it was tied. I think we were winning, or it was tied 1-1. And then the fucking lights turn off because the fucking league forgot, or like that field forgot that we were gonna play.
Yeah.
And we had to postpone the game. That shit was fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's how I grew up with soccer, listening to Tucanes, Bronco, and all that. So it was. I mean, it costó way to adapt to like American culture. Like it wasn't until later in my life that I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta listen to Tupac.
You know. I grew up like listening to different music. I did listen to a lot of like Spanish music when I was a kid because obviously like my parents and stuff. But they never were like corridos and all that shit. It was like cumbias, rock en español.
Oh, okay, I love cumbias.
And then
I actually had to stop listening to corridos because as I got older, like, dude, I don't know. There's something about like norteño banda way that just makes me want to fucking drink.
Yeah, like, you did that. Did I
like
get
el rasgueo, güey, de la guitarra, el acordeón? I'll be like, I need a fucking beer and a line.
Just get this fucking party started.
So yeah, dude, but cumbias, that's like universal, dude. That's like
dude.
Feel good, and it's like
it's always you always get pumped up when that shit comes up. Yeah. But fucking también.
So you're good at dancing cumbia?
I'm all right.
You try.
I try. I can I can dance and stuff. But like according to my mom, she's like, nah, estás bien pendejo, no sabes, you know. But it's because dude, when she tries to teach me, wait, no mames, wait, but it's because estamos luchando and shit. We're fucking like wrestling each other and stuff.
It's because you want to lead, huh?
But she won't let me, dog. She's like, no sabes. You have to know.
Señora, usted sabe algo. He's not a leader. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I think, but no, I like dancing, especially Spanish music. Fool. That's why like the next girlfriend that I have has to be my dancing partner. Fool. She has to at least try or knows how to dance. Because if not, then I can't be with them.
The only thing I don't think I ever mastered was bachata, dude.
Bachata's kind of hard. You gotta go 1, 2, 3 pasito.
Nomás levantas la piernita.
La piernita, yeah, dude. All that shit. I think obviously like. Before we're comics, nos gustaba el desmadre, you know, to go out and like dance and all that shit, right? So like, I know some comics like they don't even do any of that shit. So it's like, they'll probably think it's weird and stuff. But it's cool to know that I have a fucking comic buddy that likes to dance and shit, you know.
Before, don't get me wrong, dude, I used to like have to drink like 4 beers to go ask a girl out to dance.
Just to warm up, just to
Just to
up.
fucking warm up, you know. But now that I'm sober, like I just figured out that I have to put myself out there, make an ass out of myself. So
Like always, like every Wednesday night, every Wednesday night in Paramount at La Chateria.
why not, you know?
Yeah, no, but that's good though, cause like I'm pretty sure your significant other appreciates that, you know, that you go and dance at least, cause I know there's a lot of fools that like they won't. I say like they'll be on the wall or they'll be sitting down like nah, I don't want to dance. I don't know how to dance.
No, she doesn't know how to dance.
She doesn't know how to dance.
No, I have to like we try. Well, she tries. We both try.
Well, at least that's all that matters. At least she tries.
She's but she likes cumbias and all that. But she wasn't. So what I did is like I said, I used to party with like corridos and all that. So I was like, I gotta get away from that. So I looked for somebody that didn't have the same
taste as you.
Yeah. No, yeah, because it's worse. Like it's like, ¿cómo te explico? Like since I had a drinking cocaine habit, I was like, I can't marry.
I can't have the same problem.
The fuck, really? Who's gonna look after the baby? You know, we're both getting fucking high out there. So yeah, I mean, I never thought I was be giving dating advice, but yeah, just
there you go. Just we gotta find the opposite track.
track.
That's funny, dude. I mean, that's smart though. Imagine you guys have both the same issue and shit, and then just fucking, it's just a train wreck ready to fucking happen, dude. That's
I mean, but it is kind of romantic when you see like the homeless outside and they've been like
they're fucking fighting over a crack rock, and then they
it's like, I mean, they fucking still toughed it out, you know, like.
I saw him at the gas station one time. It was like I was coming home from the gym.
Yeah.
And they started arguing, fool. And he's like, "It's always your fault." And he's like, "Well, I didn't do anything." And he's like, "No, it's always your fault. It's our fault that we're in this situation." And then they start hugging each other.
Well, that's love, dude. Imagine you could find somebody that te aguante todo. You're like, hey, let's just.
Hell yeah, they.
How could you not?
Through thick and thin, dog.
See, that's what like you don't need money. You just need love.
You just need love. You need to put up with each other's bullshit, especially if it's been so long. It's like, why give up now? That's sick.
Through
dude.
thick and thin. That's
Through
what they
thick and
have
thin,
on
yeah.
Sometimes I don't get these
these American references.
Yeah, I don't.
How would you say that in English? Through lo grueso y lo.
Through the thicky Ricardo.
Through the thicky Ricardo. Ricky El Grueso. El Espeso.
Shout out to Forra.
Fucking yeah, dude. I'm actually excited for this show, dude. Especially because this is gonna be our first time being on a show together, man. So
yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, that we did open mics and we both bombed.
Either both bomb or maybe did kind of good, you know. Just fucking depending on the night.
Were you like a big comedy fan in Spanish? I mean, do you watch?
You know what I remember watching a lot as a kid was El Hora Pico.
Oh,
that was all the comedy stuff like.
Parece que va a llover. That was my favorite one.
I like the meseros. Like, quiero pedirle una disculpa a todos los meseros del mundo.
No soy niña.
Ya no soy niña.
Sometimes maybe.
But yeah, dude, that's what I remember seeing. And then fucking Silvestre Derbez.
Eugenio Derbez.
Oh, Eugenio. Yeah, that fool was
shout out to my homie ASAP Rambo. Well, growing up, he was my neighbor. And I always like to hang out with funny people, and we just used to watch that show and just copy his bits. I mean, his sketches and everything. And he knew how to do his impression like on point. Óigame, no, me está ahorcando. That one, el diablito and all that.
Alguien me explique.
El portero. That one was my favorite too.
Oh man, yeah, those were good. Those were good fucking stuff coming up, growing up. También la escuelita. Even though that one I don't think I understood a lot of the shit, but I remember just fucking thinking that was funny.
There is a lot of that's what I like
double
about what is it, double entendre?
I don't know. I'd say like double meaning. I don't know. But that like a lot of Latino.
You're probably gonna need a dictionary for this podcast.
Yeah. We're gonna fuck up a lot of shit. They're gonna be like, yeah, these fools need to go back to fucking school, but yeah.
No hablan inglés ni español.
Hablan pendejas. Yeah. But no, for real, like Latino comedy has a lot of double meaning to their
That's
comedy.
what especially like in Mexico, like there's this thing cuando te alburean.
Yeah, cuando te alburean, yeah.
Ahorita le traje a Ricky su cigarro Campeche. That type of shit, but I like that's how I grew up when it was fucking funny.
I know. I tried learning that. A lot of the stuff I like telling my mom. Like the other one, I had sent her a message. I'm like, hey, ¿qué chingados pasó con el pelo? You know. And she's like, el pelo. I'm like, pues sí, el pelo del baño. And my mom went to the restroom. She's like, ¿qué pinche pelo? And I'm like, esta.
One of my buddies had a classic one. I always used to fall for it. Like, hey, wait, el recibo?
Oh, that one's a
¿Qué
good one,
recibo?
too.
Pues, esta.
Yeah.
I was, I think it was in the sixth grade. They were like, oh, you're going to be a translator.
Oh,
like,
my God.
all right. So there was like a group of kids, and there was an Argentinian kid I had to translate with them. Those guys taught me how to alburear and shit like that. I didn't know, like, it's just fucking amazing. It's like a different language, dude.
Yeah, it's
especially
sure.
in Mexico City, dude. I work with people from Mexico City.
Those chilangos, yeah, dude.
And all day I was like, I think I just ate a bag of dick all fucking.
Yeah, those man, like, my dad kind of tries to teach me some of that stuff too, just cause like the people like to defend myself, you know. But nah, dude, my uncle be getting me with a lot of shit too. I got him good last time. I was like, hey tío, ¿has probado el queso babas? He's like, ¿qué chingas, qué pinche queso es ese? You know? I'm like, esta. Yeah, man. Fucking Mexicans, dude. They're crazy, dude. They're crazy. Especially like, you need to know. Especially like when I went to Mexico City for like the first time when I was like in my teenage years, you know. My cousins were just fucking bagging on me, especially because I didn't really know how to speak Spanish. And my dad's like,
you used to get tacos with no onions and shit.
Nah, dick, they just be fucking mean to me, dick. And my dad's like, defend yourself, fucking talk to me in English, talk shit to me in English.
You know, but I mean, I don't know about if you noticed it. Like my mom's de rancho,
yeah.
And my mom's Mexican and my dad's Salvadorian. I've been to both.
Pucha voz.
Puta no, me mierda, loco. So I had to, at the young age, I had to learn like two
different Spanish.
Yeah, two different. I was like, Jesus, this guy can't even master one. What the fuck? No, but like, even over there and over here, dude, like, no, in Mexico and El Salvador, like, kids out there, dude, they're like, they develop faster. I remember it was all, like, I would go and I was like, all like a little kid, like, oh my God, you guys don't have warm water? And like, motherfucker, go get that shit from the Rio.
Yeah, dude.
And I realized that they mature faster, dude. They become adults faster. Like,
for sure.
We're very pampered here.
For sure, like, the kids in like, Mexico or Central America, like, South America, they're more, like, ready for the world than like the kids here in the United States. The kids here in the United States are very like sheltered and like just in tablets and shit. So it's like
one of my relatives, and I remember he's younger than me. And when I went out there, dude, he was walking me around to the neighborhood, and then I was like, dude, you're younger than me, and you're like way smarter, like street smart. And I was like, what the fuck? And then in the rancho too, I remember like I went, dude, and there was fucking kids like killing snakes with a rock, dude.
What the fuck?
And then they tossed the snake at me, and I was like, ah!
You know what the kids do out here, fool? They shoot up schools, dog. That's the difference, you know? We shoot up schools.
That is true. That's fucking...
People over there just fucking kill snakes. Tell me which one's better, dog.
Yeah, it is true, no? But yeah, that's crazy, man.
But I was going to ask you, I had this question in mind.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Mexican breakfast, dog?
I don't know if it's so much a breakfast, dude, but like when I used to drink, I love seafood. You notice I brought
seafood,
my
yeah, dude. Yeah, shout out.
So that was, I mean, I wouldn't have breakfast till like 12 because I was all crudo and shit.
Crudo. Yeah.
Actually, no, now that you asked me, my favorite breakfast was a fucking tall can of Bud Light and 3 lines of cocaine.
That's the Mexican breakfast.
That was fucking amazing. Nah, but like for me, it was always seafood because I was like, when you're hungover, I guess you crave it more.
Yeah. I mean, it's
either
good,
that or
dude.
birria, menudo. But like now that I'm not
drinking anymore,
I don't know. I guess it's just like huevos rancheros.
Okay, what else? I like chilaquiles more.
Like, oh, dude, my sister. Shout out to my sister. It was her birthday on.
I just forget her birthday.
It was the 8th. It was 3 days ago. It was this week, anyway.
3 days ago.
So, dude, everywhere we go, she's like, it's funny because I'm like, bitch, don't even ask for a menu no more. Just like, she's like, okay, what do you guys have? Do you guys have chilaquiles? I'm like, dude, ya tienes la cara de chilaquil, dude. Like, she loves them, dude, and I get it, but, yeah, you do look like a chilaquil.
Yeah, dude, I love chilaquiles. Especially when you fucking have the egg.
Wait a minute, let me ask you this: soggy or crispy?
I like crispy, fool. Crispy
Same here.
chilaquiles are fucking delicious. Soggy ones are like, you know, not crispy. You want a little bit of crunch. Especially when you put some carne asada on top too. Fuck, dude. That's
Oh, you
fucking
go all
bomb.
out, huh?
Hell yeah, fool.
You get the add-ons.
I get the add-ons. You know, that's another fucking $5 right there.
But it's crazy because like what I trip about Mexico, and it's like Mexico's so big, and each state has a different style of cooking. So like every state has a different version of chilaquiles.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I know different restaurants do it differently too, but
Because I know Guadalajara, that's like the main one of the.
I don't know, fool. I really don't know. I know fucking Guadalajara, like there's a lot of gay people there. Because they go for chivistas, yeah. Fucking shout out to Willie Reyes, fucking joto ass, because he likes. Wait, that's my homie.
Wait a minute, I don't know the guy, but there's no gay Willie. I could assure you.
Oh, I know. He's pretty gay, man. There's one right next to me that goes for fucking America, dude. Both of them, dude. One's chivista and one's Americanista, dude. That's fucking.
That's true, dude.
You know what's crazy, fool? Like, I think like the like when you know somebody else's team, right? Like when you're being like Latino or like Mexican and shit.
Yeah.
Like the shit talking already automatically happens, you know.
I'm gonna ask you this. Yeah, that does happen. That is true. I do agree with you. Does that happen with like football? Because I'm not a big like I lived and grew up out here in LA, and I know the teams like the Raiders, this that. Does that happen a lot too with them too? And that
it's different though, bro. I like
they stab more.
They stab more. Yeah, they stab more. Like people, I know in Mexico people are willing to die for their team and stuff, right? But I feel like the shit talking like is not as fun.
But this is the thing too, Ricky. Like I've been following soccer for football forever, but
Futebol
de jogo bonito
do Brazil.
But in other countries, dude, like your soccer team, that's your hood.
Yeah, the hooligans, right?
Like I don't know if you remember, it was a tragic event that happened between Querétaro and Atlas.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy, dude.
That had to do with gangs, dude, like cartels and everything.
Yeah, that shit.
And
was
in Argentina,
crazy.
That's the thing too. Like Argentina, like Boca Juniors is one side, and then
River Plate, yeah.
and they're literally like walking distance from each other, dude.
Yeah, I know. And then well, especially in Argentina, Dick. In Argentina, it's like you can if you're not like a member, I guess you can't go into the fucking.
Oh no,
can't
they don't have a visiting side.
No, not even a visiting. Like if you don't have like season ticket, you're on a season ticket holder.
Oh yeah.
You can't get in, and they'll fuck you up if they try like getting in. It's crazy out there, dude. And not like the MLS. MLS still needs a lot growing up, dude. I think like the only team that I see like kind of like with like big fan base, and we're LA Galaxy fans.
Yeah.
LAFC fans are fucking like
kind of gay.
Willie again, dude. That's crazy. My homie Willie, like he goes for Chivas. This fool likes fucking LAFC. That's our two rivals right there already.
I feel like he's my what do you call it? Alternative universe.
Yeah, he's your alternative universe, dude. And the only team that we agree on is fucking Real Madrid. We're Real Madrid fans.
Oh, yeah, they're the sick.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But
I don't know. They kind of divided it up this season. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's no one to compete in the fucking Spanish league anymore.
That's the thing. Well, that's the thing. We're gonna go. This is like a whole other fucking topic. But like,
you guys don't like football. You guys better fucking.
It's just soccer's too football. Soccer. It's just way too fucking money driven now.
It is. Every sport is. It gets like that.
It is. That's the
but
truth.
For sure, right now in soccer, it's like money driven. But like, I'm a Man City fan. You know, I think I like Man City more than Real Madrid. And people always say, "Oh yeah, but you guys fucking spend so much money and blah blah blah." I'm like, yeah, well, have your team fucking make more money to spend more money. You know, it's not my fault that my fucking, you know,
fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. But yeah, dude, fucking soccer's a beautiful sport. I hate when people say like soccer's like boring, but it's a sport that's known worldwide, dude.
Yeah, for
sure, dude. And I hate when people be like, "Oh, it's boring." Like, you guys have to understand the game, and especially being at a fucking game like in person, dude. You might get stabbed.
Like you might get stabbed. You might do coke in the stands.
You might do coke in the stands.
That's another one. No, well, you know what? Baseball. To be honest, I'll be brutally honest here. I enjoyed it. I've been to a few games, and it was fun. Like the whole atmosphere, the whole 7-inning stretch, and all that. And
yeah.
And then everything. It's fun. But I never really played it, dude, because I was afraid of the ball. Like I was, dude. Someone's throwing like a 70-mile
pitch and just fucking
a
get
fucking
hit, yeah.
object, and then you just. Yeah, I never liked that.
I want to go to a baseball game in Mexico. Fool. Have you ever seen the?
I heard it's been a while since a couple of buddies been invited me. He used to. I think Mexicali has a team, and right, dude, it's banda, micheladas.
Dude, es un desmadre, bro. Like the baseball in Mexico, like I just only seen it on Instagram and stuff. It's a lot more fun. It looks like a lot more fun than the games here in the United States. Cause like you said, there's music, there's cheerleaders, there's fucking everything, dude. Even the people like that are just there, they're doing their desmadre, dude. They're just having fun, dude. I don't know what it is about like Latinos or that they're just anywhere you go. It's
I think it's
the ambiance. Yeah,
it's because it's we're loud.
we're loud. We're very loud. That's why I don't understand. Like, what do you think about those Americans that are going over to Mexico and retiring, but then they're getting mad that like, oh, the banda's playing, the music's way too loud and all that stuff.
Just stay home.
Just stay home, huh? Yeah.
But maybe I'm saying that because I don't have that type of money. But but I mean, when it's just shut up, guys. It's 2 a.m. No, I mean, I think you can't change.
You can't change
people's like you can. I'm not gonna come here to your house, but hey, just get this out of here. No, it's just like you're a guest. I think that's wrong, but
yeah,
you can't do that.
Like I get it, you know, like it can be loud and stuff, right? But like, nah, dude, that's the beauty of the culture out there, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking, it's dog. Like I don't know, and like people are gonna be like, well, if you like it so much, why don't you go back? And well, I was born here, fucker, and I have the freedom to talk about it, you know.
Do you feel that like you don't have a home, like you're like like
we're at it, Willie? What are you talking about?
No, because I felt that because personally, dude, I have 3 nationalities.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, well, fuck you guys. I'm voting for Trump. No, like, because they're always like, you're not Mexican, you're not Salvadorian. I'm like, fuck, neither. I'm not even white. So do you ever felt that like?
I did.
Like,
I
of
think,
your sense of where you belong.
I think when I was younger, yes, because it's like, I don't know. Like I didn't really feel like I was Mexican
enough,
like just Mexican at all. Like I didn't know, you know. And then like kind of like being in middle school and like going up to high school, I'm like, oh no, I'm fucking paisa. I'm paisa, dude. I love Mexican. I love everything about Mexico and shit like that, you know. But obviously, it's nice to be born here, you know. You have the freedom to do a lot of stuff, but it's a different lifestyle. But I did feel at one point that I wasn't Mexican. Like I didn't feel I was Mexican, and part of because of being bullied, you know. But then, like, kind of, like, embrace it. Especially when I started playing soccer, I was like, dude, I love being Mexican.
I love being Mexican, but it's just that when we get to, like, cuartos de final, we get eliminated by...
Eliminated all the time.
I'm saying octavos de final, we can never make it to the 5th. No, I like it, but... Growing up, I did have that, like... is it an identity crisis?
I think it would be kind of like an identity crisis, yeah.
So I relied on being funny.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, dude, well, they're not going to like me either way, so I'll just...
try to be funny at least, you know?
Just tuck my dick in and be like,
hey! Hey, what is it with, like, especially with, like, Latinos and shit and, like, acting gay?
I think that's the way they find out, like, hey, dude, if he gets mad, he's gay.
Yeah, if you get mad, then you're gay. But if you can play along, then you're straight, you know?
I work construction and construction job sites, dude, that's all we do.
Yeah, dude, especially the construction workers, all those fools like that, they act so gay, dude. Real gay. But I think it's funny, though, you know? I like seeing fools get uncomfortable when you're, like, you know, like, touching your homie and shit. They're like, stop, boy, that's gay. It's like, nah, dick, it's gay that you're not enjoying it.
That is gay. Well, it's only gay when you kiss each other.
Then me and James Jablonski are gay, dude, you know? Fucking me and him kiss. I kissed a Jew and...
No, I mean, I think that's a step up. Like kissing a Jew, that's like
kissing a Jew's a step up.
That's like
I don't know.
You did it for your credit score.
I did it for my credit score. Yeah, but
you were gay for pay.
Some people probably think like, oh, he kissed a Jew. That's crazy.
No, that's crazy. And it was funny because
you were there that night too, no? No, you don't think you went?
Them? Oh no.
No, you weren't there. You weren't there.
I'm trying to imagine it. I can't get it out of my head now. No, but like
trying to imagine it.
Like I remember, like, well, I'm like. I didn't go to college. Well, I did. Actually dropped out. I went to ELEC, but it was just to get drunk. But like, no, like once you go like to the workforce and you work with like all these Hispanics, like you're supposed to adapt real quick to the albur and everything, because if not, they're gonna make your life miserable.
Yeah. if they can't if a lot of like veteranos like see you and stuff like that, like if they see that you can't really like hang with the obviously being a hard worker but like being fun at work, they'll fucking chew you up alive, dude.
But I think that's what that kind of helps you in the long run, in the big, and while it's happening you're like, why would they stop? But it helps you because in life, that's life, dude. Like for example, you like in comedy, like there's a lot of people that get mad over a joke.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like you have to have thick skin in comedy, bro.
Yeah.
You have to. Because if not, then people are not going to want to fuck with you. People are not going to like... It's just, you're not fun to be around if you're fucking
But I think
sensitive,
also in general in life, dude, if you can't take a joke, like if you take yourself too serious, it's like,
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
Like what's going to happen when something real happens and aliens come and they want to probe you?
You just got to let it happen, dude. They're going to take you out of this world.
Oh, Jesus.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
I think a little bit over a year.
Over a year, yeah. And we met. What was it, like your first or second open mic that we met?
I think it was, at the time I was only going once a week.
Yeah.
So it was probably like my six around there, like 5.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you twice. But then I think the second time or the third time, like that's in like we had talked for a little bit. And we were both like awkward. We didn't even like, we just kind of talked for a little bit and then that was it.
I think it was that we were there was a lot of sexual tension.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, should I just go for it?
Should I hug him? Should I ask for his number?
But then it wasn't meant to be, and I just met somebody else, and that's just the way things is.
Yeah, dude. You did. You met Jimmy, dude, and you guys clicked pretty well, dude. I like your guys'
thank you.
Friendship, partnership,
It's
comedic friendship, like whatever you guys want to call it, because you guys have a good chemistry.
This is a gay segment of the
this is a gay segment of the podcast.
Just talk about
no, Dick, but for real, like you guys push each other to kind of like do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's you need that. Like it's going back to the whole friendship and grabbing ass. No, like you, like as a man, like. Because right now we're in that era, like you can't be manly and this and that.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
you need that. Like you said, like hey, dude, this guy's killing it. I need to step it up.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, fucking fuck him.
Nah, yeah, and that's for sure. Like, you can tell that you guys push each other, and you guys kind of like. You guys have your fun, but you guys also like, hey, Dick, like, we gotta get work done, and that's why I'm gonna jump ship with Gil and James, and I'm gonna join your guys' group.
We're gonna have to
right?
jump you for like.
We guys gonna jump me in for 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Damn, dude. Is that what you guys did today, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it, dude. I believe it, dude. You guys jumped.
Shout out to Dayron, dude. That was.
Yep was doing good too, man. He, I seen him at Noble Ales. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and he was going on before me, and like. I don't know what it is sometimes when you're at an open mic, like some people don't like try and like you just do your set, especially if it's just comics in the room.
Yeah.
But when there's a crowd, dude, like you have to be entertaining. And I told this fool because like the comics before him were like kind of like monotone and like just like not bringing the energy. I told Daron, I'm like, hey, Dick, I'm like, do you want to take my advice or not, fool? But if you see these fools, how they're being very low energy, bring the fucking energy up. I'm like, I know your comedy style is like more like low energy and stuff, and you just like to talk, say some outrageous shit, or just fucking bring it. And this fool came in fucking hot, dude, and he did really good, dude. And I'm not saying because it's me, because I feel Dayron's funny, but ever since then he's been doing more energy, and it's fucking cool to see that he's bringing.
That's one of the things that I really like. Like I've personally been like a comedy fan like forever, but like watching like. I guess. Well, eventually you go to open mics and you're by yourself, and then eventually you meet people, like meet you guys, and then you have your crew. But then you see people grow, and you see how a bit turns into something.
Yeah.
You see them try out ideas, or you see them try different punchlines. Like I like that. Like I really like.
Me
like
too.
I said, I like the process. Like before, I was like, I'll listen to podcasts and I'll watch specials and this and that. I was a little, I guess, comedy geek.
Yeah.
But now that I'm doing it and out there, dude, like you get your crew or somebody. Like it's crazy because sometimes I don't know people by their name, but I know them by that's the guy that does this bit.
Yeah, and that's cool when like people remember you by certain bits, because like it's hard to remember people's names. You have to see them for a while and stuff, right? and then you kind of remember them. At least for me, like I'm better with faces and be like, oh, I know that guy, you know. But the names are a little harder for me. But
Yeah, it's called dyslexia.
it's called fucking being a pendejo, you know. But for sure, I like that too. I like seeing people that maybe started off later than I started, right? And then like you see them growing and you see them picking it up and like, oh, you know, they have their joke that they first started doing is a lot better now.
Yeah.
And the way they're just talking and like, you know, they're a little more confident on stage. I love seeing all that stuff. And I think as a comic you have to have that mentality, you know, because if you're kind of just like sour and like not like grateful or not grateful, but not like
bitter.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because there's some people that don't. They won't tell people like, oh, hey man, like you're doing a lot better. You know, they just kind of keep it like.
Yeah.
They won't give the encouragement and stuff. So.
Yeah, but I think that happens in life too. You know, not only.
Yeah, there are a lot of haters, dude. That's why you can't be a hater, fool. That's why don't be a fucking pan and be fucking.
Don't be a pan.
Don't be a pan and be nice to people, dude. Because there's a lot of shit that always happens in people's lives that you don't fucking know what's going on.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't like to judge people. I just
talk shit behind their back.
have a burn book like
have a
Mean
burn
Girls.
book like Mean Girls. Would you have a time that like you felt like very embarrassed on stage or like
in the beginning, dude.
in the beginning?
Yeah, it was crazy how I actually. It took a while for me to build the courage to actually go up on stage. Like I would go to the stand-up open mic as a date night with my wife. And I was just, she was like, you gotta go up. I was like, shut up, bitch.
Shut up. I'll go when I'm ready.
Yeah, and then like, I would go and just watch, and then I see, okay, this is a process, and I see a lot of people like do good, do bad, and then like I'm really shy, dude. Like talk about like my drug and alcohol usage, like those were like crutches for me. Where like I felt comfortable like asking, like I said, I will have to drink 4 beers to ask a girl out. I'm a real shy guy.
Yeah.
So not only that, like going up on stage, that took a lot of. I think that's the hardest part for me.
Yeah, going up on stage, it is hard. It is hard, and I feel like I've been hearing some similar stories where like they go to open mic and then they kind of watch a little bit and then they're kind of like next week, and then they fucking finally doing it, dude. But
like for me, like I was like, my wife was pregnant, dude.
Oh yeah,
and then I was like, I gotta do it. How am I gonna tell my daughter like, hey, follow your dreams? And
yeah, that's fucking sick, dude.
Up. You never went up on stage, bitch. Like,
yeah, no, and it's true though, and that's like the whole reason why too. Like that's why I tell people like, it's cool if you have a great job, that's perfect, right? But why not try to do something that you always wanted to do? You know, like what is it like? Oh, you wanted to be a fucking artist, like just fucking painting. Well, start painting and put your shit out there. You know, like. Yeah. You never know. Like maybe that can take away from.
For me, after like it was. I guess it's been a journey when I got sober and this and that. Like one of the things that I do, I like to conquer my fears, dude.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing to have, man.
And I was like, oh fuck, well I have to do it now. So, yeah, that's what I did. And then like I wouldn't tell anybody. Like I wanted to do stand up. Like only like a handful of people knew. But then once they started finding out, like I gotta do it. You know?
Yeah, you have to, dude. It's like we were talking about Joey Diaz earlier, dude, and I always bring up Joey Diaz because like I said, like he's helped me a lot in my journey in before comedy and during comedy. You know, it's like why not you? Why not you? Why can't you take the risk?
Cocksucker.
Because like, are you scared? Are you scared of the outcome that you're gonna do bad, but you're gonna live another day, or are you scared that you're gonna blow up? And you can't handle it, you know?
Yeah, like living in fear is crazy, dude, because you didn't... They told me like, you don't take... like, you never tried, so you never failed.
Yeah, you have to...
But, like, once you have a good relationship with failing... Like, because that happens to us a lot. Like, how many times have you done a joke that doesn't work?
Yeah, and then you fucking sit there and like, get me off the stage, James.
The light. But off of failure, you learn.
You learn a lot of shit, dude. And I think, like at work, right? Like my manager or my lead was like gonna take a few days off, and they're like, hey, like you're gonna be like in charge, right? Mm-hmm. And one of my coworkers was like, ooh, like, you know, don't get all nervous. And I'm like, and I told her straight up, I'm like, man, I'm like, if you would have seen me fucking bomb on Tuesday, dude, like this shit's gonna be nothing for me, dog. Like, you know, like it's failure is not as hard anymore when it comes to since we started doing comedy, you know?
Yeah, once you try shit. Like, with me personally, before comedy, like, it didn't take for me to real fail, like, to really hit rock bottom, to, like, eventually start being, all right, I gotta live my life now. Like, I had to go to jail. I had to go to rehab. I got to do all this shit. So now I'm like, all right, I already went through that. Like, if I bomb at an open mic, it's like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah, and that's something that, like, if you want to do comedy, dude, you have to feel
Go to jail.
go to jail, go to rehab. You gotta do all those steps. You gotta,
and then you come back.
you gotta go through the breakup that you went through and fucking fix your heart, all right, and then you gotta go do comedy, all right. But no, dude, like for real, like if you want to start comedy,
Just do it.
just do it, and who gives a fuck about the outcome, and just keep going. That's it, man. And that's like the main thing that you have to do. You have to do just keep trying, and that ends the podcast right there.
No, that's just fucking don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs and then go to rehab. You know, it's fucking, that's crazy, dude. Well, I was gonna ask you something and I fucking forgot. So how, like, so you talk about your drug problems and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That you did have. Like, what made you want to change? Was it because, like, or how long have you been sober?
I'm going on 6 years this year.
6 years. Wow,
Yeah.
man! Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know. It's hard for people to stay sober. It seems like you don't have a problem with that, though, right? Or
No, I'm good, and it was because I figured it out. And it's not people's problem; it's my problem.
so if you had like advice, I don't know if the listeners have any problems, right? But maybe they might
I
know
can picture somebody watching this shit
like fucking what? I gotta do drugs. But like, what's some advice that you think you can give to people that have a substance problem or alcohol problem? That
just buy more.
buy more, dude.
Like, fucking have money, like nah. I don't know, dude. I think everybody has a different journey. I don't like to be that guy like, oh, drugs are bad. No, drugs are amazing, dude. I was a fucking idiot. I couldn't handle.
You have good stories from them, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I just it's just personal journey, dude. Like, I just felt like my life wasn't going anywhere. Like, I had already fucking, like I said, gone to jail, gone to rehab. Like, what's next, dude? Fucking OD'd. Yeah. I did a few times. It was
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I was like, you just get tired. Like, what they say, like, insanity. The definition of insanity, I don't know if it's true. That's what they told me. Fucking, that you keep on doing the same thing while expecting different outcomes.
Okay.
I don't know if that resonates. So yeah, like, I kept on doing the same shit, and I wanted my life to be different, and it wasn't, like, it just kept on getting worse. So I just got tired of it, dude, and then like, I started getting in trouble and this and that. So I was like, you know what, dude, like, let me try it out for a year.
Oh wow.
Even when I was going through all my shit, I didn't want to quit. I felt like, I can't wait till I get out of here and I go get fucking an 8-ball and have the conjunto play, like my comeback party.
Bam, bam, bam.
Like, that's what I wanted, dude. Like, it's like, every now and then I still crave a beer or a Coke, but I tried it for a year, dude, and I was like, you know what, dude, like, I'm good. Like, I have more money than I fucking.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is the money part.
I got in tune with my emotions and everything, so I was like, you know what, and I just kept on doing it. I kept on trying shit, and it just became a habit, I guess, because it really wasn't the drugs or alcohol, dude. It was my obsessive personality that I have.
See, that's why I never wanted to try cocaine, besides like other stuff, right? But I just feel like, dude, if I try it, I'm just gonna fucking.
Oh, there's two types of people, dude. People that never done coke and people that did coke, and that's.
But
just keep on partying.
But the thing is, like, dude, everybody that, like, I know people that do it, and I've hung out with them, and they're like, oh, do you want a line? I'm like, no, I'm good, you know. And they're like, good, man, don't try this shit, you know.
No, they tell you that because they don't want to give you anything.
They don't want to give you any.
Like,
That's
you
why
you didn't have ins in this shit.
Like, no, but like some people for real, they'll be like, nah, don't do it, because once you do it, you're just gonna crave it, and then you're gonna want it, and
just,
you know.
Yeah, that's how I started. Like, I'll drink. I'll be like, hey, you want to drink more? I'm like, yeah, you do this. But then I start off with not buying it. They'll give it to me. Then I'll buy some, and then I'll buy way more, and then it's a process, dude. I think everybody has a vice, whether it's food, porn, comedy. I don't know.
Mine's food and porn, dude. Food porn.
Food porn. But no, yeah. Once you gotta kind of get in tune with your shit, and like, everybody has a different story. But like, for me, it was just that. I was like, you know what, dude? Let me try something different. Like.
That's what's up, dude. I'm proud of you. If no one told you that they're proud of you, I'm proud of you for being 6 years sober.
Honestly, that's the only reason I drank. I just wanted to hear my dad say I was proud of me. I just
I was like, fuck. Well, here we go, sentimental.
But nah, yeah, dude. It's just you just keep on. What do you like?
Keep on going.
No. With drugs is like, it gets to a point you want a party to end. You just want to feel good all the time. And once I figured out that that's not life, like there's gonna be ups and downs, it's fucking okay. It's kind of like comedy, dude. You're not gonna fucking kill every time. You're gonna bomb.
Yeah, dude. And talking about the Tuesday bomb, dude. Like
Talking about the Tuesday bomb.
it was bad, bro. Like
Was it?
Like I was trying to keep my composure, you know, on stage and stuff, but I was nervous. Like Gil was there taking pictures. And dude, I gotta give a shout out to Gil and Amber. They really comfort me and stuff. James did too, but I feel like James, like, he had his own like issues too, because no one likes to lose, dude, especially in those fucking competitions like that. You know, like we want to win, you know, as I think the competitiveness and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like Gil was taking pictures and like, dude, I saw some of the pictures of like I had a couple shots of you on stage and like. You could just see the nervousness on your face. I was like, yeah, Dick, like, that's like, it's been a while since I've bombed that fucking hard, dude. And not felt okay with it. Because there's times where I bomb on stage at an open mic or at a show and it's like, fuck, man, like, you know what? But I can do better. But this whole, like, roast battle shit, I got in my head so much. I was like, you're not a good comic. You couldn't write shit. You couldn't memorize your stuff. And I was, like, talking bad about myself, like, really bad. And I was like, you should quit. The whole ride home, I was like, fuck, dude, fuck. And like,
I had some of those bombings. You're like,
dude, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And but I got over it. I talked to some friends and stuff, and you know what? It's just like, it sounds like an excuse, right? But I'm not a roaster. Yeah, you know, I'm not a roast comedian. But it makes me want to redeem myself, and I think that's a trait that I have. Is if I fail at something, I'll try it again until I am able to succeed. You know, and I want to go back. I want to try it and just fucking do it. You know, say that at least I try to not run away from it. You know,
that's good. You're gonna try it again, and I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Just bomb again, dude. You know, and I think I'll just have the respect of the comics. It'll be like, oh, like. Hey, you fucking shut up again, at least, you know? But you fucking still suck at comedy.
But he didn't quit.
You didn't quit. But yeah, man, I love doing this shit. I think you have the same thing too. It's like you just enjoy doing this shit.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I was a geek, and I was like, oh, dude, these fucking guys are telling jokes. But once you get into like the stand up, like the hang is amazing. You meet good people.
Yeah, dude. Especially,
it's a process, and I think you need to have all of that to be comfortable.
The thing is too, like when I first started, right? Like I wasn't really hanging out with the comics after. Like I just would stay and I'll dip out, you know, because I was going to the gym or whatever, right? But like, especially Wednesdays after like the Horchateria open mic.
Yeah.
Like when we kick it, dude, it's so much fucking fun, bro. Because like you get to talk to the comics, you get to know them, you know, like you get to kind of bounce ideas and like share experiences, you know. And I don't know, I tried doing that, you know, like I try to stay a little longer at open mics, or like if it's a show, like if someone has a show and I can go make it, like I'll try to go to make it and just support, you know.
I enjoy that because then you get feedback and then like,
you get feedback and you just have more people to talk to about your fucking comedy, you know.
Yeah, and then like sometimes because I think we get in that in our head, like for example, you with your Tuesday night, you're like sometimes you feel like that's only happening to you. And you're like, what the fuck? And then, like, people go through it. It's good to hear other people's perspective of it, you know?
Have you, I mean, I think you have, but have you been in any funk during comedy? Like, you feel down or anything like that?
Yeah, dude.
So, what's something that like, help you kind of, like, push out of that?
One of the things that, and then shout out to Uncle Abe, he's the one that told me this, is like, dude, you're taking it too serious, dude. Have fun with it. I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Like at the end of the day, I'm here to have fun. And then I got loose on stage, and then, but yeah, I had one of those bombs too. It was an open mic, and I was driving home, and I was like, what am I doing, dude? Like, what am I doing? And I'm like, what am I doing? And I was like, I have a family, I have a job. Like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm not getting better at it. And it was in there that I realized, like, dude, you bombed. Like, I bombed. Like, Joe Rogan bombs. Everybody bombs. Now I have a bomb story.
Yeah, dick.
And
and then you just talk about it. You talk about it with your
like,
homies, you know?
I fucking bomb it, and I listened to I was like, all right, I got one chuckle, and from that chuckle, I was like, you kind of sit down and write.
Yeah.
And I wrote it out. I was like, that became a joke. So after that severe bomb, I was like, there was something I was able to save.
Yeah. No, I get you.
So yeah, you do learn a lot from your failures in life and in comedy. You know, like
especially in life. I feel like a lot of people are like
how many times have you abandoned a bit, but then they're like, hey, dude, that was good. Like, why'd you abandon that?
A lot of them, dude. I still have some that I need to bring out again. Like the one that I had told you guys on your podcast. Shout out to the Another Bump podcast. Another Bump, dude. You guys haven't checked it out. It's on Spotify. Dude, it's actually really entertaining. It's not about bumps, dude. It's all about, especially how Jamie said it, it's just another bump on the road, but another bump in life, you know? And fuck, what were we talking about? I forgot.
I could just think about cocaine.
No, it was before that. The bit. And there was one that I told you guys about how I would relate eating Jack in the Box tacos like eating ass, you know?
Yeah. And
I said that joke before, never got a laugh, and then I told you guys, and you're like, dude
that was fucking
funny. Dick, say that shit on stage, and ever since then, I've this, and I say it. People usually laugh now, and they'll shake their head like, "Oh fuck," you know, like I see
I've eaten ass before,
and Jack in the Box tacos, especially when I'm drunk, you know.
That is, dude. I started eating a lot of Jacks after once I started doing comedy more often.
Fuck.
Sometimes that's like
that's the only thing that's open. Yeah, it's the only thing that's open. Did I get you?
So I'm like, all right.
I'll pass by Wendy's, dog, and fucking get some Baconators and stuff, you know?
The Baconator.
Fucking heart attack right there, dude. Fucking Willy, dude.
Do you ever have that? That's like your to-go, like the Baconator?
At Wendy's, yes. It used to be Dave's Double, but I just get a Baconator now. But I love Jack in the Box, dude. Jack in the Box Ultimate Cheeseburger. Whoo,
oh, I love that, dog.
They fucked up. They fucked up when they made it with the Munchie Meal now, dog. Now I'm fucking definitely getting that shit all the time. 2 tacos, halvesy fries, and ultimate cheeseburger with a drink.
I love the tacos and the chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich are good too.
But the ultimate burgers, it's good.
Do you remember when your parents used to be like, you tell your parents like, hey, me compraron unos McDonald's. No, hay frijoles en la casa, chingado, you know?
It's crazy because I was thinking about this shit. Like, I was telling my homie last time. Like, for me, McDonald's was a sign of status, like of money. Like, I know. Like, I was raised on nopales and beans, and that's all we ate. So we only had McDonald's either, like, on a good Sunday after church or, like, when we used to go to the doctor.
After the doctors?
Yeah, because there was, I, like, grew up right there and still live there, actually. That's how awesome my life's going. On Atlantic, by Atlantic and Beverly, there's a Kaiser.
Yeah.
So we used to walk there, and then we used to walk down to the McDonald's, and that was it. Like, there was like, yeah, like for me, like if like I would hear people like, dude, my mom took me to McDonald's after school. Like, damn, you're rich, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like for me, yeah, like eating out, but now it's like, sometimes you get embarrassed to tell people you eat McDonald's. Like, I eat McDonald's.
You eat that shit? You know what's inside of that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, you hear.
With
all these fucking fitness gurus that we have. But yeah, with me
what's a dish that your mom makes with that, like when she makes it, you're just like, oh hell yeah, dude.
I love pozole. I could eat pozole all day. I mean all week.
All week. So if your mom made pozole, you're fucking that shit up.
Yeah.
For me, it's milanesas. For when my mom makes milanesas,
you like milanesa?
I fucking love.
I was actually
milanesas.
having that conversation too. I never really been a big milanesa guy.
Why?
I don't know,
man. All right, dude, we're gonna end the podcast here.
Like, oh, fucking milanesa.
I like, because you can put it in a torta. You can just eat it like that.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Limon y
semitas,
salsa.
you like semitas?
I haven't seen semitas before. Semitas are bomb too.
Semitas de milanesa?
I want to go. I went to TJ not that long ago when we had tacos. I don't know what it is about the food in Mexico, fool. I don't know if it's the dog meat that they have or whatever the fuck. Or, you know, it's fucking bomb, bro. The food over there
I think because they don't have preservatives. Like, when I go to my mom's... Well, actually, no, I went to my homies. Last time I went to Mexico, I went to my homie's rancho. He's from Zacatecas, too. And all I did was eat, dude. But... Because I wasn't drinking at the time anymore. But, like, I wouldn't get bloated. And here, everywhere you go, I get bloated. And I get, like, a food coma. Like, I need to watch porn and masturbate.
Fucking give me a shot of insulin already, dude. Fucking, yeah,
I think that's what it is. It's more fresh.
Yeah,
like,
man.
we legit, like, you were like, I want to eat a fucking steak from that cow.
And they fucking kill that
Kill the
cow right
cow.
there and start eating it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The food over there is.
When's the last
better.
time you were at Mexico City?
Man, the last time I was in Mexico City was I think I was like 15 years old. Fool. That's the last time I went. I think I was 15 years old.
Do you plan on going back?
I do, and I was supposed to go. Dude, I was supposed to go last March, fool.
Yeah.
This March, this fucking March that passed. And my dad was gonna buy me my fucking ticket, fool. But then I got hired for this job that I'm at now.
Oh.
So I told my dad, I'm like, I can't go, because they wanted me to start right away. Because I was gonna tell them I can start. I have to start later, but they're like, we need you to start like as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
And I already had like the whole month of February not working, so I was like, I need to start working.
You need
know?
to start working.
But I'm hoping I can go in not December, but probably next year for sure. I want to go, because I also want to do some stand up out there. I want to see if I can fucking.
That's sick, huh? It's crazy how the stand up scene in Latin America is just booming.
It's booming right now, dude. And I wish there was more Spanish open mics here, dude, because I think it would be very fucking beneficial for even that comics that like are kind of like that know how to speak Spanish. If they could just kind of like do some Spanish comedy, I think it can help them get better, you know? Because if they can bomb in Spanish, it'll make them feel better in English, you know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all stage time. So you get your stage time, and you could get that awkwardness out of the way. I think you'll be good.
Who are some comics that you would look up to when you were younger or before you started doing comedy?
Ricky Novella.
Oh shit! The best, the thickiness of all thickiness, dog.
Like I said, growing up, I used to watch like Univision and all that, and Polo Polo is one of my favorite ones.
I remember when I'm talking about Polo Polo. I remember hearing some of his shit.
He has some like 30-minute story bits, dude, that they're amazing, dude. But like, this is how I found out about stand-up comedy. I think I was brought into by like George Lopez.
Yeah,
and I heard his set, and from there, I started listening to stand up in English. So I was like, oh, all these guys that are funny in the movies do stand up. Like,
yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Or
Like,
they
did.
Shit. Like, so then I got into like him, the Latin Kings of Comedy, the Black Kings of Comedy, and I really got into D.L. Hughley.
Oh, he's pretty funny. I don't remember. I don't remember much of his stand up. But I know like him being on Soul Plane and stuff, he was funny on Soul Plane.
He was like, he has a long career in stand up. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he was part of the Kings of Comedy, I think, at some point.
DL, fucking Cedric. So that's how I got into it, dude. And after that, obviously, like Chappelle and all that. But for me, dude, the one that really changed the game for me, and I was like, oh shit, dude, fucking Louis C.K., dude.
Louis C.K.
Once I became like I would pay to watch him masturbate.
Yeah,
no, like for him, it was like, I don't know. He's one of the best, and it sounds like he's the one that really. Oh shit! You could turn like a fucked up story into like
a fucking funny bit. Yeah, dude.
Like
I remember seeing his show, right, like the
Louis.
Yeah, Louis. That's what it was. And that one fucking bit that he did about like, so I don't know. I dude, this shit was crazy, dude, because he's on the news, right, with a religious woman, right.
I'm a masturbator.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I masturbate. She's like, oh, well, you're gonna go to hell. He's like, why is that gonna make me go to hell, right? And he starts like defending himself and shit. And he tells the church lady, you know what? I'm actually gonna go home and masturbate right now, and I'm gonna masturbate to you. Like that shit was fucking wild, dude.
Like,
but it's funny, Dick. You have to have a fucked up sense of humor to fucking find it funny.
I was like in my heyday of drugs and alcohol and strippers and everything. So hearing his view on the life, like his point, I was like, oh shit, this guy's has something. He's the one that got me more, like made me become a hardcore, like he put me on that realm where like, cause before it was like you only knew about, well, me personally, like you only knew of these comics like cause they were on movies, but then you find out there's like another scene, like all these New York comics, like, and then I started getting into comics that nobody would know, you know, like fucking Robert Kelly, like most of these New York guys, you know, like Dave Attell, like I mean, your average comedy fan probably don't know of these guys, or like
they
Mitch
know more
Hedberg and all that. They only know the ones they see in the movies,
and then like the big fucking specials that would come out.
But now because of podcasts and all, like it's comedy is like a little bit more global. But yeah, for me, him, dude, like he was the one that him, and then through that, like I remember I used to listen to Pandora.
Mhm.
Like in Pandora, you used to put like a comedian, and then they just play bits.
Yeah.
And then I heard from there, I learned about Earthquake.
Earthquake is funny as
He
fuck
was.
too.
I'm so glad he finally got the recognition he deserves, dude.
And that's
he was like beast, dude. Back in the day.
And I think that's the thing. Like, what we have to remember as comics, like. And I also, that's why, like, I try to be like, this is what I tell myself. Because there's moments where you're like, fuck, dude, like, I see other comics. And this is not being a hater or being, like, jealous or anything, right? But there's.
Being a hater.
It's being a hater. But it's like, you see them blowing up. It's like, damn, dude. But it's like, your time will come. And I always tell myself, like, your time will come. Just keep working. Just keep pushing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Because, like, sometimes you're just not ready. Like, I'd rather be ready and be in the right time when, like, I get that, like, big call.
I think it's, I mean, I hope I don't, going on you, not being a hater, but I think sometimes, like, I'm not a big social media guy.
Yeah.
I just recently started it. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm afraid that one day I'm just going to post, like, a dick pic and get canceled. I was supposed to send it to Ricky, not post it on Instagram.
Not post it on Instagram.
No, but, like, it's just now, like, it's the social media and then your jokes. But sometimes, like, I hear from all these old guys, like, you're not really a comic till, like, 10 years in.
Yeah, that's what I try to remember, too. It's, like, 10 to 15 years in.
And
And sometimes even then, fool, like, you might not blow up. Like, you might blow up way after. Like, you've been doing it for 20 years, and it's just, like, you're obviously doing shows, like, every week and stuff, right? But then it's just out of nowhere, like, oh, shit, like, this fool is fucking, he's been killing it, you know? And so that's what I try to tell myself. Just remember, it's a marathon, not a race and shit. And
yeah, dude,
just when the time comes, the time will come for everything, you know.
Like most of my the comics I look up to, like that's how their story has been. Like Joey Diaz, like, he's a big one, and then Mark Maron, he's another dude. Like
Mark Maron, yeah.
Like kind of like, I mean, they didn't go under the radar, but like they were just comedy.
Yeah, and especially because, like, Joey Diaz, like, the shit that he would say, like, not a lot of people would.
Like, he helped me a lot to get sober, because I was like, dude, you could be a fuck up, and, you know, there's a life after being a fuck up.
Yeah, dude, and that's like in anything, dick. Like how can I say, like when I was younger, right? Like, I tabacarita and shit, right? And I'd fucking just like, I would be a playboy, dude. I'd be a fucking player and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of just having that on my name kind of like made it difficult, you know, especially now for like dating and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, just because I was like that back then doesn't mean like I am that now. You know what I mean? Like, you can still learn from it and grow from it. Because if you're still doing the shit that you were doing before, then obviously it's not gonna make you grow anywhere, you know. And you're a different person now and shit. So it's like the same thing with you, fool. Like, you were an addict at one point, but you're not now, fool. Look, you grew a lot bigger than you are now, you know.
Yeah, but and then what I tell myself too, like, I could go back.
You could go back. Anybody can
Regresó
go back.
Bronco, que no regrese yo.
Ay, el Bronco. Hey,
Ay,
wait, hold on. Hey, what do you think about that fool that calls himself Bronco? Not the singer. There's
No, I know. He kind of looks like him, but kind of does look like him.
But I see these videos of this fool, and like, he's all fucking fighting at the fucking the club.
Oh, I
and
seen
shit.
him. Sorry. Yeah,
you're good,
I seen him. Yeah, I seen him, dude. I seen, now that I'm on the gram.
On the gram.
I see him, and then me sale ese güey, y luego el güey de la América, and everybody sends it to me. I'm like,
oh, el güey de la América with the
high
tacones?
heels? Yeah.
I
That's
know
a thing now, huh?
Yeah, a lot of America fans are coming out of the closet. Fool.
No. I mean the high heels.
Oh, the high heels. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the America fans coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
I couldn't be a Cruz Azul fan. Just letting you know that. Fool. There's no Cruz Azul fans that are wearing fucking high heels, dog.
That is true, though.
That's
Unfortunately, it's true, dude. But you see, like, one guy just ruined it for all of us.
One guy, yeah. Who would you say is like? Because we were both soccer fans. We were talking about soccer again, but who were some soccer players that you looked up to that you were like, fuck this fool, like, I like this fool style of playing?
Oh, for me, the one phenomenal number 9, Ronaldo. That was the first thing I ever wanted to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get that haircut too? Like the
No, I didn't.
triangle on his head?
No, I didn't. My mom wouldn't let me.
Your
My mom wouldn't let me get the other one too, the one with the little bangs and you just slick it back.
Bro,
When you used to shave your head and then you just hear like 2 little mechones here and the Maromero Pies one.
my brother, I think he
had it.
Something like that. I know all the sides were shaved like basically all pelon, and he just had like this, and he'd slick it back. But that was like another thing, especially when you had the brush that you put in your hand, that you put in your pocket. Yeah, he had that shit too.
Yeah, I remember that. Like I wanted to do that, my parents wouldn't let me.
No, chale.
And for me, it was him. And then after, one of the reasons I became an Americanista was Cuauhtemoc, dude. It's just his style, his.
Hey, Dick, I used to fucking hate Cuauhtemoc, but when fucking he played for the selección, it was fucking different, though.
Oh, he was a different player.
He was a different player, dude. But you had to respect him, though.
Him, and then now, my fucking Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano, sir! Yeah.
Him, yeah.
That was somebody I looked up to, too. I used to have, like, the fucking faux hawk. I used to have his fucking Mercurials and all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
I remember those days. And then, there's a lot of them that I really like their style of playing. Like Riquelme, I love how he plays.
Oh, Riquelme, yeah, he was a good fucking...
Tevez, and then like Pibe Valderrama. Like I was really big on... where I remember like the MLS becoming a thing. Like I remember when it started, dude, and there was all these great soccer players that I used to look up to.
Kobe Jones, fucking...
Kobe Jones. Hermosillo played here.
Oh, yeah. Luis Hernandez, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, El Matador.
So, yeah, I remember all that. That's my era. Now, like, I'm not going to lie to you, like, there's all these young guys that I probably not too familiar with. But now I just watch shit. Since I started doing stand-up, dude, honestly, I don't watch.
You don't really have time. You don't have time to do it.
Like, I'll watch America games, but, like, before I used to watch anything that was on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was somebody was kicking a ball, like, I'm watching it. But now, like, I don't.
Have you,
America and Galaxy.
When's the last time you played one?
Oh, it was a while back.
It was a while back.
Yeah, a few years. I think right before I think I was doing right when I started. Yeah, maybe like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2 years. Like the first game it went cool. Like they're like, "Hey, dude, you're good," and I was like, I started getting cocky. The next week, they told me to start, so I started. Dude, 5 minutes in, I pulled my fucking hamstring. I'm like, oh, fucking cambio. Like, we don't have any cambios. I'm like,
la verga, pues sáquenme nomás, dude.
But yeah, dude, that's something that I want to get in shape so I could at least go kick the ball. But nah, dude, it's just that's one of the things that you gotta with soccer with me is like, you know what, dude. El tiempo no perdona, dude.
Yeah, dude. I know. The last time I played, I was like kind of like on the cusp of like getting a little bit more shows, right? And I was still playing on Team Full, and like I have the conditioning was not there for me when I fucking hate running, you know. And like I would come out like my fucking knees hurting, my feet hurting. I'm like, fuck, dude, like saliendo todo madreado and shit, right? But like the touch and like the passes were still there. Obviously, I would fuck up, right? But like. I feel like as I got older, the experience kicks in. Because before when like I was a goalie, like goalie was my fucking that's my natural position.
That says a lot about you, like because you're like that's the hardest that nobody wants to play.
Yeah, and like
but then you like when you like stop it and you're like, what's up, puto, vente.
Yeah, dude, I love playing goalie, but at the same time like I love playing in the field. So I had never really like stuck to it, you know.
Yeah.
But when I like playing in the field, like I didn't have the experience, so I would do some pendejadas all the time. But then as I got older, I was like, okay, no, you can control the ball, fucking pass it back, you know. And that's my style of playing, especially when I play like center mid. I won't run a lot, but like I'll distribute it, fucking, you know. And there's no more 10s anymore, dude. That 10% is fucking is going away, dude.
Like with me, every time they invite me to play soccer, there's this Daniel Tosh joke that he says that like I'm actually a good artist. Like I'm actually a good artist right here, but it's just when it comes down to put it out in paper, I suck. That's how I feel about soccer. Like, I'm thinking the play right here and I'm seeing it, but then my legs will give up on it.
It happens, fool, especially when you don't play consistently anymore. It's just like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I could do this anymore.
But that's what I like about stand-up, because you can just keep on doing it till you die, basically.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. You see a lot of and you can start whenever, dig. Like there's older people barely starting comedy, and it's just like they have so much experience that they can talk about too. That's the thing,
that's a thing. I think it's a formula to it. You need experience. You need stage presence and everything.
Yeah, because like if I know there's like some kids that are actually doing stand up too, you know, and like I took a class, right? And there was a kid that was like his second or third time him doing it, and he was funny, you know, but it's just like his experience
wasn't there.
Life experience, you know what I'm saying? Like life experience isn't there, but
that whenever I see someone younger than me and I'm doing, I'm like, dude, that's balls. Like, you know, when I started, like, just to have the what do you call it, the courage to go up there.
Yeah, Dick, and especially as a kid, like you have less like failure, you know? Like, you just be like, oh, he's a fucking kid, dude, you know? Like, he's a teenager, dude.
He's a teenager. Damn.
Fucking Willy, dude. So why did you and Jimmy decide to do the podcast? Like, what was the whole thing about it?
I don't know. I think we just clicked, and I told him, hey, dude, I had all this equipment in my house. I'm like, you want to do a podcast? He's like, yeah.
And just started from there.
Yeah.
That's sick,
And
dude.
we've been figuring it out. I actually had a podcast. Well, I still do. It's in a hiatus with another homie of mine.
Uh-huh.
That's how I started, dude, because, like I said, I'm very shy. So I was like, I'm going to do a podcast and maybe hear my voice and be like, oh, you sound like an idiot. And I did a podcast for a while before I did stand-up.
Yeah.
But you know how podcast is. You go,
Yeah.
you try to find your
voice and stuff. You try to find your niche and stuff like that.
And I mean, it's still there. My homie got into other stuff, but we're probably gonna get back to it. But with Jimmy is like, since we're both on the same page, we're both doing stand-up and doing this.
You guys
it
are
kind of clicked, and it just we get good positive feedback, and like I don't.
Yeah, because when you guys had me on, dude, like it was fun, dude. It was a whole different, and I feel like that podcast was more like deep, you know, and it kind of like helped me figure out like that I was very hard on myself, you know, especially in comedy, and still am. I'm still hard on myself, you know, but like it you guys have a chemistry that I think it makes it seem like you guys known each other for a while now.
That's the way it seemed with that guy. Like, we clicked pretty fast, dude. I guess because we have similar backgrounds. I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just one of those things, and I think I'm gonna start crying.
Don't cry, because then I'll cry. Yeah, dude. Especially the episode with Jimmy's brother, dude. That one was fucking funny, dude. I was cracking up a lot on that one. The one with Dayron was fucking good too, dude.
Thank you.
Those are the ones that I remember. I don't know if I've seen. I think I've seen one before that too. There was one before.
That's how I know you're lying, because we don't have visuals yet, so you didn't see it. You heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah, no, but I heard the one before. I think I was on too, and that one was pretty. You guys just have. It's like a homie podcast. It's a really homie. It's like I said, you guys have a good chemistry, and
thank you.
And I support it, dude. So like I said, if you guys haven't fucking listened
Check
to another Bump podcast, dude, check it out on Spotify, because it is pretty entertaining for the conversations Jimmy and Willy have, you know.
I wanted to ask you this. Do you have a writing process now? Or
I just still write like ideas and then try to write more to it, but I'm trying to get better at. There's like I was listening, there's this book called The New Comedy Bible or something like that, and it's on audiobook on Spotify, so I've been trying to hear that. And they're saying that like if you do have like writer's block, to try to do a thing where it's like free writing, where it's like you write 10 to 20 minutes and you just write nonstop. So I'm gonna try to add that to my thing, to my writing process, just to fucking write and see what I can come up with. And I don't know. Writing is hard, dude. And
it is.
And like I was talking to a comic yesterday at the show, and he told me, he's like, life's been great, man. So I don't have any material, you know. Like
that's the thing too.
Like, you know, like that's the thing. Like you don't have material because, like, you know, usually comics write about tragedies or shit that's happening to them. And he's like, just life's been great, man. Like I just haven't fucking been able to come up with anything, you know.
Yeah, that's why every now and then when I see like a prostitute, I'm like, I'm just gonna pick her up. See, maybe I could come up with a bit.
You pick up a prostitute, you said?
Yeah,
sheesh, that's probably her name. That's probably her name too, Bit. Yeah, my name's Bit. It's gonna be $100 for this, $150 if you want me to, you know, do the other thing.
Diría Franco, es que me para la anécdota, you know.
Para la anécdota.
Nah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just.
Ever since your guys' podcast, right, when we talked about like just being too hard on myself, I've just been kind of like even the silly thoughts, right? Like I'm just like fucking.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
You know,
they're like, dude, there's a period in your, like for me, sometimes I do like, I don't have any ideas.
You don't, and
but
it's
then
just
like my thing, like I'm a truck driver, so I drive, and I see something, I'm like, that's big, or that's like a deal, and it just sparks, and it's crazy how ideas come to you, but. Yeah, I've been in that situation where like I don't have anything.
And I think it's just like seasons, you know. It's like it's a time frame where it's like you won't come up with anything, and then you might come up with something on fucking stage sometimes where you're just like, I'm gonna talk about this, you know. I'm gonna talk about this and see what happens. Like last Wednesday at Torcheteria, I'm like, I'm just gonna talk about these things that I wanted to talk about, and that's how I started. Fool. I started off with just ideas, and I just kind of like talked about it on stage, and it kind of worked out. And then after that, I would bomb a lot. You know?
Do you? Is there things that you wouldn't talk about on stage about, like, or you'd be like, no, that's not too soon, or?
There is one thing that I think I had mentioned on your podcast, but I just haven't figured out how to make it funny yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's about somebody that I met, and like it just felt like a trap. You know, I was gonna get trapped. So I don't know. We'll see if I can fucking make it funny. But like, I try not to put like other people's like.
Don't make it about you.
My ex, right? Like we had like talked like a while back, right? And she even told me, she's like, do jokes about me, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna say about you? You know, like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say. How I fucking was a fucking perro and shit, dude. You know, and then you fucking car, you know,
you
like,
probably couldn't.
I could, you know, and then you just fucking karma. There's one thing I do want to talk about though, dog, and I gotta figure it out how I'm gonna write it. So like when me and her like kind of like just stopped talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
She ended up getting pregnant from the guy that I don't know she's currently with or dating, whatever, right? But it happened kind of like pretty quick, where people were congratulating me, thinking I was a baby daddy.
That's a bit.
That's a bit. So like, I haven't I feel like I'm comfortable about it on. I could talk about it on stage, right?
So.
But no mamas, dude, like that shit really happened. For people are like congratulating my mom. Oh, vas a ser abuela, you know?
Yeah.
And I think at the time my sister was pregnant. So like, yeah, I know, like, yeah, my daughter's pregnant. She's like, no, your son got
También.
he got her pregnant. I was like, no, what the fuck, you know? And I was like, no, I'm like, and I was thinking, fuck, maybe it is mine, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, shit.
Start doubting you.
I'm like, fuck, and dude, counting the months and shit. But yeah, I'll probably try to talk about that on stage sometime soon, because it's funny, you know. It was funny. It's a tragedy, you know.
Do you like ever like trip on like the comedy police, like, oh, you can't talk about abortion, you can't talk about politics, or you just like,
Me personally, I don't care what people talk about, right? But there is some things that like people talk about, and it's just cringe, and I'm just like, I don't find that fucking funny, you know. But like, to each their own, dude. It's comedy is freedom of speech. It's an art, you know. Some people mean the things that they're saying, some people don't. But I think that what people tend to forget, dude, is like, you need to make it kind of true to you, at least, you know. And a lot of people said, especially the class that I was in, they say like it has to be true to you, because sometimes people say shit just to be funny, but they don't mean it, or it's not true to them. You know what I mean?
I remember one of my bombings, like in the beginning, I did a abortion joke, and it was like, I don't, like you said, it's I mean, I did a lot of Plan Bs, but yeah, like I didn't feel like
it was true to you. You know?
So, but then I also heard that, like, you know what, dude, you're not good enough to tackle.
Yeah, I get that too, right? But like at the same time, like you need to find out for yourself, you know, what you can say and what you can't say, you know.
I gotta go kill a baby or something.
I gotta go kill a baby, dude. That's wild. I wanted to do. There was one thing I want to talk about on Wednesday. I just forgot about it. How I fell down the stairs when I was like a kid. I was like fucking still in the walker. And explains a lot how I am now, you know. But I wanted to be like, oh, like, yeah, I fell down the stairs. Let's just say my mom failed at having an abortion, you know, some shit like that. But
third trimester.
It was a fucking you know, some shit like that. We'll figure that one out too. But it's true. I did fall down the stairs. I almost died, and por eso soy todo pendejo como soy, you know. Does have a big ass head. There's probably a tumor that I don't even know about.
You got hit in the head with. That's crazy.
Do you remember like the worst beatings that your parents might have gave you?
My mom used to hit me. My dad wouldn't. Well, my dad used to torture me.
Torture you?
Yeah, like I called him out on it once. Like, 'cause when my daughter was born, I was like, oh, you know, you try to be a better parent. Like, I'm not gonna hit him and this and that. And my mom used to beat me, but my dad, I guess he was more strong. And then he would do, he would just put me like on the wall. And then he'll pretend. Like, now I found out he was pretending he'll throw tennis balls at me. But I was like, that was worse, dude, because I actually felt like I'll hear the bouncing of the tennis ball, and I was like, it's going to hit me. So it was like fucking psychological warfare, dude. And I was like, but yeah, he never hit me, dude. But my mom, yeah, she'll fucking slap the shit out of me, you know?
It's funny because like my siblings always say like, oh yeah, mom never hit you, you know, mom.
Wait, you're the baby?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but también ellos they would defend me, you know, from getting hit. But like I think my mom had hit me like a couple times. I remember I remember the story too, and she says it never happened. But yo también the fucking being a fucking throwing a tantrum and shit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted my mom to buy me something, and she didn't buy me something at Walmart, so I was pissed.
I remember those.
So like I got a chocolate, and I just started fucking smushing it because I was just so mad. And she caught me when she fucking pinched my hand, and she made me bleed. And she says that she's no estás muy exagerado, no te dice cómo te voy a hacer sangrar, you know.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you now. Did, dude. Like I had the scar. I forgot which hand it is, but yeah. But did I fucking do that shit again? No, you know. I fucking learned my lesson, but
yeah. Now that I'm a father, and I'm like, maybe if I just
a little.
Nah, you definitely don't want to. Like, it's crazy, dude. Because now you hear all like, you say you didn't ever do it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how do we like? Now I give credit to my parents because, like, you know what, dude? There's no guide.
There is no guide, dude. And the thing is, like, there's some people that can't forgive their parents for shit that they.
Oh, you're supposed to, dude.
You have. I mean, you don't have to, because I know there's some shit for people that like, they had a more fucked up life than we had.
That
you
is
know?
true. That is
but
true.
like, for the most part, it helps you live a lot better when you could just be like, hey, you know what? They were trying. They didn't really know how to do this shit. So, what I'm just gonna do is just, hey, you know, I get why you did it. You didn't have a guide either when you were a kid, you know.
Like the way I see it now with my father is like, he was 24 when he had me. Well, when I was born.
Yeah.
I was like, when I was 24, I was a wild fucking cokehead. Like, I could only imagine me being a father at that age. Like, no, that wouldn't have fucking worked out. But yeah, there's no guide, dude. There's no.
There is no guide, and that's why I try to. Like, I have conversations with friends, and like they tell me their stuff, and I'm like, well, it's because they, like, you know why your parents like that, right? Because you know they didn't have that guidance.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, it's easier just to kind of forget, like to forgive and just try to, you know, understand them and stuff, and that's what anybody, dude. Sometimes you just gotta just understand where people are coming from, take a step back, and be like, why are they like that? And you notice, and like, oh fuck, you know what? They had it pretty rough.
Yeah,
you know?
going back into like talking about the things that maybe you wouldn't talk on stage. The way I see it, like, it's being able to laugh at it now, it's kind of cathartic.
Yeah, no, and I think
I'm over it. I can laugh at it now.
There is shit that like you could say on stage and just be like, oh, it was find the pain, find the funny in the pain, you know, and stuff, and
you get over it.
You get like, you know, you're over it, even if you're not over it. It's just kind of like trying to find a way to make it funny, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's just like you think it's funny, but other people are like, what the fuck? Why is this talking about this shit, you know? But
that happens to me a lot.
It does?
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I should have said that. All right, fuck it.
There was something I was gonna say, Dick. I freaking forgot.
Were you a class clown?
Yeah, I was a fucking class clown, dude. I used to get in trouble so much. But in elementary school, I would get in trouble a lot. From like kindergarten to like first grade, second grade, the teacher loved me. Third grade, teacher loved me too. Fourth and fifth, I kind of got in trouble a lot. But then like so on from like middle school and like high school, I had a lot of teachers that would like me, so they would like my jokes. Like, they would like my jokes. There was one teacher in middle school. His name was Mr. Placed, and he like liked my jokes. I would call that fool was bald. I'd make fun of him because he was bald, and and he would find it funny. I had other teachers too that like I would throw some jokes and then they would like it. There was another English teacher in high school, Mr. Menza, and he used to like some of the shit that I would say. And he was funny as fuck too. And he was like one of the boys who would flip like students off and stuff, and like fuck you and stuff like that. So everybody liked him. But yeah, I was a class clown, Dick. I used to fuck around a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember taking it way too far.
Taking it way too. Hey, sometimes it happens, Dick. I remember one time, Dick. Oh my god, I remember this story too. So in high school, I think my sophomore year, I had an English teacher, right? I didn't know she helped like ESL classes, right? This was like, I didn't know that. So I remember like, I forgot what the fuck, like it got brought up and I was like, yeah, like I was over here fucking like, I said something about me selling oranges on the fucking freeway. And she got so offended, Dick. She got so offended. And the whole class laughed and she got offended and people were like, why the fuck would she get offended? She's white, you know, like. Typical, you know.
Karen.
And I was like, shit. I'm like, I should have got offended for her getting offended. She didn't know that my mom used to sell fucking flowers with my siblings when they were young.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, this fucking bitch. I should have been the one getting offended. I should have been offended. But
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was fucking something, Willie, that was what I asked you, and I fucking forgot now, dude. I did it bug me. And it was something that I was like, it was really good, but I don't fucking remember now. I don't know, dude. I
You
forgot.
didn't take Alpha Brain?
And I didn't take my Alpha Brain today, dude. I couldn't sleep last night, dude. I'm fucking tired. I want to go do laundry.
Did I make you that nervous? You're
Yeah, I was like, Willy va a venir. Willy M.R. a la verga.
¿Qué le voy a decir?
¿Qué les voy a decir a todos to make this entertaining? But, yeah, we're getting close to that time. If I fucking remember, we'll save it for the next podcast.
Right,
But
I'm going to just say things and then maybe that will trigger your brain.
nah, fool, I don't remember. Go, try it, though. Try it.
Men, women, alcohol, jokes, drugs, cigars, feet.
No, I think I don't remember. Fool.
OnlyFans.
No, it wasn't OnlyFans.
Soccer.
It was something along the lines of talking about, like, you had said about, like, things that you're not ready to talk on stage. It was when we had that conversation, and I just blanked out now. To be continued. But, Willie, it was a pleasure having you, dog. Do you have anything you want to promote? You want to plug your social or anything like that?
Yeah, Willy M.R. Well, hold on. What do you say? At Willy M.R.
Yeah,
Instagram? At Willy M.R. Willy.M.R. That's my social. You can follow me. Another Bum podcast and the Jay and Willie's Uncensored podcast. I was in a hiatus, but you can check it out. We're like, our show, dude. Horchateria.
Noches de Risa with Foras, Willie, myself, another
Danny,
and then La Güera.
Mallory.
Yeah, but she goes Mallory.
La Güera.
La Güera, yeah. We're going to be performing August 31st in Paramount at Horchateria. It's going to be a Spanish exclusive show, you know. So you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. I don't have the link yet. I don't know do you have the link for the Eventbrite?
No, not yet.
No? Okay. Well, we'll get the fucking link and we'll post it on our bios. Come out, man. Support. Also, I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be doing Idiots United at the Sunset.
Yeah.
Sunset, right? Sunset?
Sunset Lounge.
Sunset Lounge in Fullerton. 10 o'clock. I'm also going to be... Please help out the Burro Labs showcase that we're going to have August 16th. If you guys can come out, tickets are only $5, and also there is another ticket that you can buy. That's your entrance and a discounted drink ticket. So we're gonna have a bunch of funny comics, and it's gonna be great. And it's gonna be a great show, and it's gonna help us do more showcases for everybody.
Right. Yeah, definitely. That's the first showcase, right?
Yes.
It's a fucking great mic, dude.
Thank you.
I love the way it's grown. I was there from kind of the beginning. I was there the second week.
Yeah. No, you were there for.
And it's good, dude. It's a good. Check it out if you're into comedy or if you do comedy. You should definitely check it out.
Yeah, and we're gonna change it up. Gil was saying that we're gonna change it up. We're not gonna be in the lobby anymore, I guess, or the main dining area. We're gonna be actually in the hall now, where we do all the live podcast, and also when we do the oh, fucking turned off. Fucking shit! Hold on.
Did we run out the battery?
It's hot. That's why.
Oh.
Oh no, we're just gonna hold on. We got some. Yeah, comments too hot. Okay, well we'll just end it there. Willie, thank you again, man.
Thank you for having me, dude. Always a pleasure.
We'll have you on again. Soon. I'm gonna probably have. I gotta talk to Jimmy, and hopefully I can have him on next weekend. Yeah. So, thank you, and don't forget, don't be a fucking pan. Tell your friends you love them, your family, and dude, the advice of this week is fucking
just learn to laugh at yourself.
Learn to laugh at yourself and accept your they're not failures, they're experiences for you to get better. All right, and
comic or person.
whatever you're doing, dude, whatever you're doing, don't be a fucking pan. We're out.